Hi guys, AK Rookie, and today I'm off to Nottingham to Macmillan Fest. I'm going to have an amazing time there. Let's keep going. Hi guys, AK Rookie. So I'm in Nottingham, and apparently I booked the wrong month for my hotel. So being this month is in today, I booked it for next month. So I'm now looking for a hotel, and I found one, but I can't check in until like 3 o'clock. With the festival starting at 2, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. So yeah, but that means I've got all my stuff with me and I can't go and check in, and basically it's now cost me an extra £150 because of that fuck up of mine. This is not going to be a good day. Spent too much time panicking about the tickets, not looking at my hotel booking.
Just for the day and all you gotta say with me. Am I funny? Is that even a question? Am I buying? I'll crack jokes. Everyone, turn round, turn round. Everyone look at this guy right here. The old guy right up the front. He's buying everyone in this room around after this. Not really though. Fucking love Carl and Paul. Thank you so much. These guys literally travel all over the country to come see us. And they come all the way up to Glasgow to do some gang vocals on an EP, so make some fucking noise for them too. Really, in their 60s and they're still coming out to metal shows. I'm joking. Right, anyway, all jokes aside, thank you so fucking much. We have been Bleed From Within. This next song is our last song for tonight. You have been amazing. This song is called It Lives In Me. Everyone in this fucking room.
Hi guys, so you've seen the video, you've seen my photos. basically this is my review of the bands I did get to see. There were so many good bands there, I didn't get to see them all, but the ones I did get to see, I wrote a little review about, because I wanted to see like a fan packet, you know, basically because I wanted to do this a bit more proper than I usually do, which is normally my first impressions. I thought with so many bands I'm going to get them confused, so I thought I'd write down some notes and I'll read them. So the first band I saw was Famous for Nothing. Now, they were really good energy stage. I mean, I got there kind of late because of hotel problems, which you've already heard about. Basically, they had great energy on stage. Was it, you know, a dual vocalist band, one screamer, one singer. Yeah, they had the crowd going in the front. You know, they had quite a big crowd for the first act. You know, considering, you know, people normally don't turn up till later. I enjoyed them, but I didn't hear enough of them to actually give a proper judge. But they seemed really good, and I really enjoyed that. I thought they were a good band. So the second band I saw were the Great White. Now, I went to see them because I couldn't find anything about them on the internet or on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, should I say. So I thought I'll go and see them. See, like, now they're the Great White, not confused with the Great White, the amazing LA American band, or with the Great White Sharks or Great White Sharks, which are other bands. But yeah, they were okay. I wouldn't say they were my cup of tea. They were a sort of screaming post-punk hardcore band, I would call them, but not kind of hardcore enough. Their singer seemed really timid before they started playing, and then when he started playing, he just went completely mental, which was amazing. But yeah, they were an alright band. I wouldn't say they were amazing, but they were good enough, yeah. So I saw As December Falls. They were doing an acoustic set, which was a really good set. I'd like to have seen them done a full, proper live set, which would have been amazing. So I'm going to have to try to check them out another time. Vocals were really serene vocals, really crisp voice, very good female singer. They did a cover of Royals, which I thought was really brave of them to do, considering what type of song it is. But they really did pull it off. It was a really good song. And yeah, I'm just going to have to go and see them again because I thought they were really good. I'm just going to have to look them up on Facebook and add them to my gig list and basically try to go and see them play a full show sometime. I saw Spangled Corpse, which, you know, I've been told to go and see them, so I did go and see them. They were kind of good. The singer had that distinctive look, which I can't describe to anyone. It's that look when you see, you think, oh yeah, you know what songs you're going to get from them. They were really good. Was it? They did a cover which I was not really impressed with. You know, I mean, I understand that a lot of the bands there were doing covers because obviously people don't know them. It's a good idea. So oh yeah, I know that song. Oh yeah, I know what they're about. It's quite a good way, especially in a big festival like that. Was it? They did this sound with we got the 3 guitars going, and they sort of hit you like with a wall of guitars. It was like boom, boom with the guitars. It was great. That was a great sound. Really good. They did have a keyboard. I only caught 3 of their songs because I was obviously running between stages. So I saw 3 of their songs before they finished their set. But they had a keyboardist there, which basically he seemed to be doing nothing. He was like a mate, like their Baz. I did talk to their lead singer about it, and that's his word, not mine. So I'm using it. Yeah, he just seemed to be just sitting there, standing there drinking, and occasionally play the key and think one song. So yeah, I saw the Insiders Alive. Now, this is a band I would call British pop punk. They were a pop punk band. This is a band that people say don't exist in the UK, but they are there. They are brilliant there. They even hit you with an electrifying sound. It was a great electrifying sound. You could feel it coming up your spine. They had a bit backlighting from Mooding, which was kind of alright. Yeah, I kind of thought that was quite good. You know, and also one of the guitarists seemed to take his shoes off just before they started playing. And I thought that was kind of like, ooh, that's a bit edgy, you know. But yeah, it was kind of good. He wasn't the only one after that, but he was the first one I saw do that night. The next band I kind of saw was Lay-By. They were doing an all-acoustic stage show. I couldn't get a full vibe of their set, but I'd say they kind of got a Sum 41 Blink-182 feel without being them, you know, without being that sort of pop-punk. They had a very infectious type vocalist. He was really infectious. I'd like to see them play a full live set. It's very cool to see them play, and I'd go and see them again, but again, I caught the end of their set. I saw A World Defined, and I'm glad I got to see them. This was their last gig. they split up after this gig for whatever reasons that bands do. You know, obviously they've been touring for 7 years, been doing it for 7 years, and unfortunately life gets in the way, and as a band things sometimes become too expensive to keep touring because it costs a lot of money. And unfortunately they decided to call it a day. They were really good. I'm so glad I got to see them, but it upsets me that they were splitting up. I've only ever got to see them play live once. They had what I would call that 3-hit combo that you don't see in many bands. They have that drums that hits you in the stomach. They have the guitars which hit you in the ribs and get your ribs vibrating. And then they got the lyrics and vocals that hit you in the head and get you dancing. I mean, they were an amazing band. I can't believe that the set was flawless as far as I can say. I mean, they were amazing, and I'm so gutted that they're splitting up. It'd be lovely to see them play again, but unfortunately I'm never going to get to see them play live again, because that was it. That's it, they're done. They're finished. It's upsetting, but that's the way it goes. I saw Adelphi and I thought, wow, this is a cool motherfucking band, pardon my language. I mean, just the rhythms, the rhymes, the way the songs came across and hit you. I was really enjoying it. I mean, the audience, I think they could have done with a bigger crowd. I mean, they had people there who were genuine fans, people who really liked them, but the room wasn't as packed as it could be, because I came in late and I was still able to get quite close to the front. They were amazing. I really did like them. I'd like to go and see them play again live. I just got to look up their date to see. I think they're going to be playing with Eva Plays Dead, which is another band I like. I'm hopefully going to go and see this time around maybe November time or October. I can't remember when they're touring now. But yeah, hopefully I get to see them play live again. They were really good. I did enjoy them. The next band I saw was Lock and Key. Now, they're not the type of band I would go and listen to, but they were the best of the ones that were playing at the time, to my feelings, to what I'd heard on YouTube. And their YouTube channel and their Facebook page don't do them justice. The amount of emotions they have in their song, wow. They did one song called I'm So Alone. I mean, I talked to the lead singer after. He basically wrote that song when he was lying up in hospital thinking he was dying, and technically he was dying, and he wrote that song. I mean, the emotion that came on the song, that song hit me, that song affected me, and that's a good songwriting. And all their songs so much, but that song really got to me, and it's very rare songs do that to you, and that was one of those songs. And so I do recommend that you check them out, guys. See them play live. You don't get that emotional feel, I don't think, from watching them play. Was it on a record? I think they're a band to see live. So I saw a band play there called Bad Sign. Now, they had the smallest crowd, and I was thinking, oh, people are missing out, because the energy on stage was amazing. But after listening to quite a few of their songs, it basically became what all had, because that's all they were doing. They were amazing what they did, but they had the one trick. And I don't want to put down on them, but they were good at what they were doing. Don't get me wrong, they were really good. But after 3, 4, and then the 5th song, I'd heard enough of them, because you knew they weren't going to play anything different. And that's a shame, because they were good, and I thought they could have done a lot better. I mean, if they're playing as a support act, I would go and watch them, but they don't have anything extra apart from that one sound, which is a good sound, but that's it. Great energy again, like I said. Their guitarist was mental, which I thought was amazing, but they just needed something a little more to stand out, and they just didn't have that extra. So I saw Safety Fire. I really loved their guitarist. That was a really good sound. They had a lot of fans in the crowd, which really gets you going. I don't know, that sometimes affects my decision if there's a lot of people in the crowd who really love a band. Maybe not, because the first time I've seen some bands, people have like, meh, not been really odd, but I really loved them. They had a lot of movement on stage, which I really loved as well, and I think they could be one of the next big things to come out. I think I really did like them, and hopefully they go far. I really did like their sound. Hopefully they get somewhere with their sound, because I really loved it, and I think you guys would as well. I saw a band called Anna Fade. I might have got that wrong, but they had this amazing sound, right, that I've not heard since I was like 19 and in uni. A sound basically when it hits you, they don't always hit you. They keep it down and then they hit you with it, and then they take it away and then hit you again with it. It's basically that sound. I don't know how many of you experienced this sound, because I've not heard it in such a long time. but they hit you and you feel your clothes vibrate. It's like the music is resonating with your clothing, and you're like, dee, and it just gets your hair stand up. And then the vocals kicked in, and just it was a rich, cool vocal sound that I thought was amazing, and I really did like them. And then another band I'm going to have to try to fit into my schedule somewhere to go and see. Bands, what are you doing to me? You're all too good. I then saw a band called The Hype Theory. I don't even actually need my notes for this because I really enjoyed watching them. The reason why I got for you watching the vocal sounds they gave, I think her name was Kate, I think the lead singer. Basically, she had a bewitching vocal sound, and there's very few singers I'd say that about. Those I'd say that about would be Shelley Paul, Kaylee Busby, and Anna Nowitsky. I hope I said it right. But yeah, just that vocal sound. Soon you hear it, you want to hear more. You don't want a set to end. I mean, it was really good. I really like, and the band in the background really good. Some good guitar songs, some good harmonies as well going in there as well. But they were playing acoustic again. I'd like to see them play a full proper set, so I'm going to have to sort that out and do that at some stage. They are definitely a band I want to see again, because that bewitching vocal, you really hear that. And this is my own personal opinion. You may have your own sound that you think is bewitching, but to me, she had one of those bewitching vocal sounds. The next band I saw were Violet, and now this is another dual singer band. They had obviously a screamer and a singer, but it was more singing than screaming. The screaming was less of just, it was more vocally screaming. If I can describe it, I can't do it myself because it's an impossible sound to do for me because I ain't that cool. But yeah, they had really probably the biggest crowd of the night I was in the middle of. I mean, they were an amazing sound. Was it? They were jumping around. They came with the crowd. They got the crowd singing their songs. They even got the lead singer from A World Defined, who they toured with. You know, who had the first show when they were still playing. I mean, they had that guy come out and do vocals for one of their song, which I thought was amazing. Shows really unity in bands, and I like bands that like that rather than the arsey shit that you sometimes see, especially bands that turn up to a gig and then disappear straight away. I mean, I can understand if you've got 2 shows in a night because you're trying to make it as a band, that's fair enough. But when you turn up and then just piss off after you've play your set, that's not showing support, and that's not going to get you another booking. Even if you are good, bands want bands, you know. They're a band I would definitely go and see again live. They're probably better live than you probably hear them recorded. I don't know whether saying that because of the venues are really good. I'd recommend go and see them guys. So the last band I saw that night was Bleeding From Within. Unfortunately, I only got one of their songs because obviously I was over watching Violet, so when I ran over there, their set was nearly over. They were good. I enjoyed what I heard, but I didn't hear enough to make a proper judgment because one song's not enough to make a judgment on a band. And I recommend checking them out and having a proper listen to them guys, because I thought there was something there, but I didn't get enough chance to listen to them all. Just on a final note, obviously it was Wellness Fest. It was an amazing charity event. I mean, all these unsigned bands giving up their time to do something like that. You know, these are guys who have regular jobs like me and you. Some of them, you know, barely make ends meet by doing this singing stuff, or they don't even make ends meet. We can sing, so they have to have jobs like we do. For them to give their time for that. There were other charity things going on that night. They were selling cake for McDonald's. There was the Ice Bucket Challenge. They were selling wax strips and things like that. It was a really good event and very good for a charity. And I think you guys, you know, should go to the McWilliams website and give them some sponsorship, just to say, you know, thank you guys for what you're doing, because all in all, concert was there basically so we could kick cancer in its ass. Hope you enjoyed the video guys. As always, have fun.